Hey, hey, hey. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another edition of Aspire Thursdays. I am here by myself today, and I just wanted to come to you with just a few, just five, actually, five quick tips for you to have a better life in 2022 and beyond by investing in yourself. As you all know, I love to see people grow. I love to see people get better. And so if there's any way that I can assist you in that, that's what I'm here to do. So as you listen to this video, I won't be before you long, but as you listen to it, just hashtag value if you're receiving any value from it, hashtag live if you're here live, and hashtag replay if you're catching the replay. So let me jump right into it. So I don't get off track. I'm just going to kind of be looking down at my notes here. But there are five things that I do want to talk about that are very dear to my heart and dear to my life. And I've seen them produce results and value in the lives of the people around me, my clients, friends, customers in my businesses. And so this is something that I think will be beneficial for you and will add years to your life and life to your years. So these five things aren't necessarily in any order because I believe they're all pretty much of equal value because they promote the same things, more energy, more life, more fulfillment, better use of your time, and really framing the life that you want to have, regardless of what your goals are. But just to keep you healthier, to live longer, and all those good things. So I'm going to start with the first thing, which I think about is word power. The words that are coming out of your mouth, the words you're speaking over your life. I'm a firm believer in making a good confession or positive affirmations and journaling. I think are two great ways. They kind of go hand in hand. So, first of all, whatever's in your heart, that's what you're going to start to really ponder in your mind. You're going to meditate on, and eventually, whatever you're meditating on, those words are going to come out of your mouth. And then those words are going to become actions in your life, and those actions become habits. And then those habits kind of produce the character that you become, right? So we have to be mindful of what we say and what we believe, and we can't have beliefs that are far from the words that we say over our lives. So I firmly believe in either writing affirmations for yourself or getting somebody like me that can help either guide you through the process or just learn more about you and what you're trying to achieve, and actually write those affirmations for you so that you can then incorporate them into your daily life. Because sometimes when you're not where you want to be, or you don't even really see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's kind of hard to put that positive spin on it, because you almost feel fraudulent sometimes. You almost feel like you're not telling the truth because it's not where you are in this moment. But it's just, that belief that you're going to get there. And so sometimes it helps to have somebody else create those affirmations for you so that then you can speak those over your life and you will see positive change. So I recommend that along with journaling, because journaling does help you to decrease stress. And it's also, a journal is also like a word picture. So, many of us who've been on, weight loss and weight maintenance and just health journeys, you know, people may come up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight or you look so good," but you really don't notice it until you take a picture and you make a comparison. And so then you're able to, like they said, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So you're really able to see the progress. And a journal is the same way. So as we're approaching 2022 and you're writing down those goals, visions, dreams, and ideas that you've been given, it's nice to, have that and then reflect on it, on a regular basis and see where you are. Are you headed towards that place? Are you headed towards those goals? And what has happened along the year in the process? And you'll really be amazed in a year's time what will have changed. By the time we see each other again a year from now, what will have changed? It's going to be amazing, I'm sure. So definitely journaling to help release your feelings and emotions in a non-judgmental form, and also to help you progress in your future. And the second one I want to talk about that's closely related to that is goal setting. So, of course, if you don't have a goal written down, it's really kind of just a dream. You got to really make it into a plan. You want to have SMART goals. So, you want them to be specific. You want to be able to say, at this certain day, this certain thing, this certain time. You want to put some parameters around it. You want it to be measurable so that you know if you actually achieved it. You want it to be achievable or attainable. You don't want it to be something that's so far out that there's just no way it's going to happen. You want it to be relevant. And then you also want it to be time bound. So again, we don't just want some floating, lofty, limitless idea. One day, once upon a time, tomorrow, in the years to come. You really want to be specific and make your request known. And so, you want to, have those goals written down, and you can also put those in a journal. And so then you can kind of have something that you can reference back to and follow up to. Um, and as you're writing those, just like with affirmations, you want to write, in the present tense, and you also want to write in a positive form. So you don't want to use negative words like no, because your brain will focus on the negative instead of the positive. And so when you're writing your goals, you want to make sure that you are coming from an approach versus an avoidance goal. So an example of that would be, I'm going to eat an apple every afternoon to lose weight. That is an approach versus I'm going to avoid eating junk food every day to lose weight. So you're avoiding the junk food. That's an avoidance goal. So studies have shown that it's much more likely that you'll reach your goals when you form them in an approach versus in an avoidance form. So you definitely want to do that. And then next, number 3, I'm going to go with exercise. So if you follow me at all, I always post my favorite fitness studio, which is E3 Fitness in Durham, North Carolina. And so I love the, camaraderie. I love the community. It's amazing. E3 is effective exercises for everybody, and that's the truth. It doesn't matter what level you are. You could have never exercised in your life. You could exercise every day of your life, and you're still going to get an excellent workout with Ms. Jacinta Opie. She's amazing. But of course, exercise, it doesn't matter what it is that you do, as long as you enjoy it and you're going to be consistent with it. It doesn't have to be a gym membership. It could be swimming, it could be dancing, it could be walking around your neighborhood. But as long as you're going to enjoy it so that you'll stick with it, that's what really matters, because it's those habits. The consistency is what it is. It doesn't do any good to pay consistently for a gym membership if you're not attending, because you're not going to see the results. You're just going to be losing money, right? So when you exercise, of course, it does the things that we want. It gives you more energy. So then you can be a more productive person in your life and all the things that you have to do. It increases your focus. It increases your creativity. It decreases your stress. It increases your brain power. It helps you to have better memory. It decreases things like depression and anxiety. It helps you, of course, to maintain healthy weight. It helps to stabilize and improve your mood. And of course, it also helps to ward off diseases. And that, is always important. But, for the past couple of years, it's been extremely important. And we even know that, again, through studies, that people who aren't as healthy, people who, have other conditions, especially obesity and things like that, are much higher risk for certain diseases, viruses, things like that. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we possibly can to keep ourselves safe. So exercise is huge in that. Um, again, it doesn't matter what you do. I remember initially, I never would have thought that I would have liked a group fitness setting. Like, I was more so, let me just go in and just, walk on the treadmill by myself, or use the elliptical or the Stairmaster and do my own thing. But you've got to find that place that's great for you. And sometimes it's worth giving something different, doing something new, coming out of your comfort zone, because you just might like it and it may work for you. So you just never know until you try it. Sometimes. So you definitely want to exercise regularly. And then number 4 is what I call a beautiful marriage, is when you exercise and you have your nutrition together. So, you have 6 components that you have to think about with that. So you got your carbs, your fats, your proteins, but you also have vitamins, minerals, and water. So not only do you want your macros to be balanced, but you also want to make sure that you're getting those vitamins in there, those minerals, your water in there to keep everything flushed out and to keep you hydrated. And so, again, nutrition goes right along with some of the same things that exercise does. So, of course, it helps you to maintain stable weight, lose weight if you need to, gain muscle, tone, all that kind of good stuff. It helps to prevent the chance of various diseases, decreases inflammation, it lowers your weight, boosts your energy, helps to make your skin nice and smooth and clear. It boosts your immunity, which again, that's huge. We definitely want that. So if you exercise, boosting immunity. If you're getting the proper nutrition to your cells, you're boosting immunity. So those things are excellent. Again, you know, decreasing stress, because we know stress is related to disease also. So we want to keep our bodies as healthy as possible. And so, as most people, anybody knows who knows me knows that I really do love plant-based living. I really do believe that it is a lifestyle that really promotes health. And so whether you're eating completely plant-based lifestyle or not, you can still, there's still options. About a year and a half ago, a friend connected me with a store that is amazing, and it has plant-based wellness products. And so that has been the game changer for me. I was already eating a plant-based food lifestyle, but the only component that was missing was, okay, well, where are my plant-based everyday essentials, my cleaning products, my skin products, my deodorant, my hand sanitizer, my vitamins and nutrients, my protein, all that. And so now I have a one-stop shop that has all of the things that I use in my everyday life. And it's economical. It makes sense for my lifestyle, and it has promoted health in my body. It helps to reduce my overall resting heart rate has come down. My blood pressure has come down. Everything is just a lot better. My skin is clear. My hair has grown longer. It's nice. It's grown thicker. So all the things that, are the opposite of disease. When you have disease or you're stressed, a lot of times, you'll have hair loss. Your skin will become unclear. You'll start to have rashes and different things like that. So having proper nutrition and getting the right products to our body is so, so, so very important. And we don't even realize all the toxins that are put into our laundry detergents, our skincare. I mean, who knew a lot of products have formaldehyde? Well, we all know who that's for, not for the living, right? So, but a lot of the products that we put on ourselves and our children. And for me, being a mom of four, that's of utmost importance. When I learned that just cleaning my house one time a week with Clorox, Lysol, Fabuloso, any of the national brands that I had been using was equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. I've been a non-smoker my whole life because I didn't want to have lung disease and I didn't want to expose my kids to secondary smoke or any of that. But then I find out that when I'm trying to clean my home, that and of course we do it more than once a week, but even just once a week is equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. For me, I was like, okay, that's a wrap. If nothing else, that's a wrap. So being able to switch stores has been amazing for me and my family. My kids, that they had eczema. They no longer have issues with that because we switched out soaps and laundry detergents and lotions and all the things. We're all getting much healthier products nutrition wise, what we're ingesting, what we're absorbing, and what we're inhaling. That is really key because there's other things that we're going to be exposed to out in the world, but at least I want to try to have my home and the things that we do here on a regular basis as clean as possible. So nutrition is very, very important. And it's, clean nutrition as best you can because, we're not getting the same food that our parents or grandparents or great grandparents got. The seed is just not even the same. So, when you start having, seedless watermelons and things like that, although they're very convenient and it's awesome, I grew up in the country. So as a kid, you were spitting out seeds all the time. And now, yeah, I go and get a seedless watermelon, but I know that it's been genetically modified. So I'm just not even getting the same nutrition that I was. So yes, I supplement with amazing plant-based vitamins and supplements that have been life-changing for not just me, but my friends with autoimmune diseases like diabetes, lupus, of various forms, scleroderma, chronic nerve and muscle diseases, neuropathy, a lot of things, even like stomach issues, whether it's Crohn's, IBS, constipation, diverticulitis, acid reflux. I mean, a lot of the things that are just so common that we see. I actually know people who were able to reduce their blood pressure, come off all the prescription medications, some of the ones that you think that you'll be on for a lifetime, like prednisone, for inflammation. I've seen them be able to use vitamins and supplements from the store and knock all that out. And so it's just, again, I believe that it's the plant-based side, because I've seen that same thing with people who eat plant-based diets. It's just hard sometimes to go strictly plant-based, but it's nice to have that option of, okay, well, even if I'm not completely or only eating a plant-based diet, I can still eat some meat and some animal products, but I can also supplement with some amazing plant-based items and then still get a really good result. So that's been really, really important. And then last but most definitely not least, that still does all the same things that everything else does as far as increased energy, increased productivity, increased mood support, less stress, is getting proper rest. Number 5 is getting proper rest and proper sleep. So a lot of times this one kind of gets pushed to the side because we're so busy in our lives doing so many other things that we're like, oh my gosh, I don't even have time to rest. I'm making it off 2 hours of sleep and, 5 cups of coffee and, we're just go, 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 busy, busy, busy. And it's almost like a mantle that we have, like how many things can you get done in a day, on the least amount of sleep? And that is not good for our bodies. Sleep and resting well is just as important as exercising and eating well. As far as the stress on your body, you need a proper amount of sleep and you need excellent quality of sleep as well. So you always want to make sure that as much as you can, that you're regular with that, because that's, if you're working out, especially, not only is rest during the time that your body gets that break, repairs your organs, repairs your cells, but also, that's when you're building your muscles and all those things. So all that hard work you did throughout the day kind of goes in vain if you don't let your body rest to repair, um, each day. So, as best you can, try to get as close to that 8 hours of sleep, based on what your body needs. Sometimes some people need more than that. Sometimes some people can go less than that, but you just want to make sure that whatever it is that your body needs, that you're listening to it, you're heeding the signs and the warnings that your body tries to give you, so that you can make sure that you get that proper rest. So it's, a good break for your body. When you don't get the proper rest, you'll become less and less and less energetic, which means that you're less and less and less productive, to the point that you get extremely fatigued. And again, you're just not even able to work out at the capacity that you were before. So then you're a lot more likely to get injuries because you're trying to push yourself, but your body's just so tired and overworked. Then you get injured, then you're out of the gym or out of, whatever your routine is for a while. And it's like setting you back, maybe months, weeks, months, maybe even years back, depending on how serious it is, if you would have just consistently gotten that proper rest, taking that time for yourself, then you wouldn't have to go through that. So it's just really important, because rest also affects our hormones and affects our metabolism. So, it doesn't do any good to eat all the great things, take the supplements, do all the things, but then you're still not getting any rest. And so you're still gaining weight. You're still having a hard time staying properly balanced overall. You still have, inflammation in your body, just because you're not allowing that time for your body to rest and relax and recuperate. So you want to make sure that you're getting that in. None of us are too busy to rest, right? We have to incorporate that in to our daily schedule because it's very important. It's just as important as all the other 5 things that I mentioned. And again, they all work together for our good. They all work together for a healthier, better, more productive, more effective life today and beyond. So let's get ready for 2022. It's going to be an amazing year, but let's not put off until tomorrow what we could get done today. So let's start today. All right. Have an amazing holiday season. I can't wait to see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.